I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And we are currently living in the shittiest Back to the Future movie ever written. It's almost like the writers decided they were going to write the sequel from the perspective of a bipolar Confederate slave owner Nazi with rage issues. You know, it would be like if Quentin Tarantino wrote it. Guns and racism using guns by cops. Here on the podcast, we've been talking about this for 12 years now. Marty, we're going back to the future where people get shot and cops kill black people. But Doc, that kind of sounds like now. Great Scott, Marty, it is like now. You know, I keep hearing history repeats itself. But every week, history must be recorded on a CD that someone wiped a booger on. You know, if something happens over and over, week after week, it's not history, repeat it. It's a social fucking problem. And YouTube won't let me show you the brutal video of the deaths of Philando Castile, George Floyd, Trayvon, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray, or this young man, Dante Wright. Oh yeah, he got stopped because he had an air freshener hanging from his mirror, his tags were expired, and he had warrants for a misdemeanor. And the cops started to cuff him, to arrest him for the misdemeanor warrant. And a 26-year-old veteran, current training officer, pulled her taser, yelled taser 3 times, and then put a bullet in Dante's chest. And he drove off and crashed his car, well, because he was dead. And the cop screams in the video, "Holy shit, I shot him! Holy shit! Great Scots, Marty! It's just like 2020, or 2019, or 2018, or 2017, or March, April, May, June, July, August, and every month back to slavery." Yeah, I get the drift, Doc. If a lot of black people get shot by cops, let's just kill Biff and take the almanac to become Jeff Bezos. This other story is about another cop. And both of these cops in these stories seem to think that them being shoved in a locker in 8th grade by the varsity basketball team is a good enough reason to think your badge and donut gut give you a license to kill. This is Officer Gutierrez. He is currently unemployed because in December of last year, he went wilding on an Army lieutenant because that Army lieutenant was driving a new car. But he was black, which means there must be something wrong here, right? Now, this is Karen Nazario, who was driving his new SUV with temporary tags after getting off duty. And by the way, the tags were in the window, and he was pulled over by fat bastard Gutierrez and Nazi youth honorable mention Daniel Crocker for registration again. Yeah, the lieutenant pulled into a well-lighted gas station and then put his arms out the window. Fat bastard and Hitler Channing Tatum here then screamed at him, pointed their guns in his face, threatened him, then pepper sprayed him, then cuffed him and took him to the ground. And this soldier, this man that will go to another country to fight while we stay at home and follow Q on Twitter, this guy who fights for your right to support a guy who got 500,000 Americans killed, this soldier, as he gets taken to the ground, simply says, Sorry. Yeah, but Colin Kaepernick is the one disrespecting our troops, right? And all this is happening while there's another trial for a man who killed George Floyd. Well, a cop is on trial for killing our fellow Americans. Cops are killing our fellow Americans. You know, I remember when I was 21 and I had 3 unpaid speeding tickets and a warrant. I had no insurance and I was pulled over. And instantly, I was shot and killed by police. I'm tired. To you people that are pissed right now, get some black friends and then listen to them. You'll hear so many stories about getting pulled over and having a gun pulled on them or bounced off the hood of a cop car for expired tags. Hell, you know what? I could stop all this senseless killing of black people right now. As a matter of fact, maybe I heard it wrong. Black people weren't saying that for 400 plus years of slavery, raping, Jim Crow, and 1,000 other soul-shredding violations that they wanted reparations. No, they wanted car registration. Then they won't get stopped and murdered. Seems like a reasonable request, doesn't it? I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Not reparations, registration. We just heard it wrong. Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. Bombshell's out of control, dealing with the puppies and stuff like that. Take a deep breath. You okay? He screamed. Did you roll over him? So you tuned in while Bombshell was abusing our dogs.
I didn't hear a scream. That's like a dog whistle. It's a dog scream is also like
a dog whistle scream. Yeah, definitely a dog whistle. Speaking of dog whistles, racism.
Yes. my
I
gosh.
am pretty stunned at what's been going on. By the way, first, everybody, before we get into the hard, brutal truth of America that we always do every week, and we've covered this issue how much?
1 million times.
Starting back, Alton Sterling, going all the way back to Trayvon. We did a bunch of Trayvon ones. That's why when people say history's repeating itself.
Freddie Gray.
No,
you and I actually sat in the bedroom today and started listing all of these cases.
Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Trayvon, Tamir Rice,
Freddie Gray.
Freddie Gray. Freddie Gray.
Breonna Taylor.
I just had a Freddie Gray thought though. If I was in the back, I guess they had his legs and his arms, basically, so they could just bounce him around. So he couldn't even put his legs out to brace himself. You know what happened with Freddie Gray, right? In Baltimore, put him in the back of a police van, and they called him giving him a ride or something like that. And they basically just went around corners, slammed him around, jerked him.
That's just a ride along. That's what they call that, right?
Right, yeah. And then I guess there was bolts sticking out of the floor, and like that's like so it's just
it was like Death Proof.
That's why I say at the end of the Armageddon update, some of you white people need to get some black friends and then listen to them. Sit around when you have some drinks. At our house, it always happens with our friends about 11 o'clock. Racism comes up, and we all start talking about it. And then we just shut up, and we hear some stories that you're like, wait, almost every time, till the time you were 25, you got stopped, you got yanked out of the car, and if you didn't act a certain way, you got bounced off the hood. Really? Interesting. I told a cop at our house once, remember the guys that showed up after Abbott? I was like, just get the fuck out of my, if you're not going to help, get the fuck out of my house. What? And the guy
you said F.
I said, if you're not going to help, just get the fuck out of my house. And he goes, what? There's 3 cops in the front, and there was an animal control guy. And I go, the guy across the street just killed our dog, and you're telling me that it's our fault? You can leave my house now. Go.
And you're here to tell the story.
And the one big cop just was looking at me like, I go, what are you looking at me for, man? What are you going to do?
Right.
You're going to beat me up because I told you to get out of my house? That's the guy who killed my dog. And she was in the living room sobbing at the time, but nothing happened to me. That's why I said in the Armageddon update, yeah, man, there was a time when I was 21 years old. I was living in San Francisco. I was driving through Marin, which is one of the whitest areas in Northern California. I had 3 speeding tickets unpaid, so I'm sure they were all warrants, but I know I definitely had 1 warrant. I was driving on a suspended license. I got pulled over again for speeding. Cop gave me a ticket and said, you better show up this time and let me go. Now, I joked about it earlier. Yeah, I got shot and murdered instantly. I had to go. Here was my sentence. I didn't go to prison. I went to the court, and they said, okay, you need to do 5 days of community service. And I raked Golden Gate Park with regular criminals.
And the inverse.
I guess I would be a criminal. I would be a criminal also then.
Oh, yes.
The inverse is...
Would be.
Yeah, the inverse is this week, we had a lieutenant in the Army who had just bought a new SUV. He was driving his new SUV home after duty in full uniform. The cops saw that it didn't have tags on it because it was new, but it was a black guy in a new car.
Not allowed to celebrate.
Something's wrong. There's a black guy in a brand new car. Something's wrong. So they pull him over.
And he stole somebody's uniform.
And he's impersonating. Right. There was never any but that guy's maybe just driving home. The tags, the temporary tag was taped in his window. They admitted they saw that, by the way. So the guy puts his hand, he's a lieutenant in the Army, went to Virginia State College or whatever, has his hands out the window, and the cops are going, get out. And both have their guns pulled. Both of them. You guys saw the video. It's crazy. Both have their guns pulled, and they're screaming, get out of the car. And one guy, the big fat bastard Gutierrez guy goes, you're getting ready to ride the lightning. What? And the guy goes, I'm scared. He actually drove for a mile to get to a gas station where it was well lit because he didn't want his ass shot.
So they pulled him over for something that is not illegal. Why?
No, he was actually obeying every law there was.
It's not illegal to have taped, a new license.
No, he was actually following the law.
Yeah,
he was actually they pulled him over because he was following the law to the letter. Then the guy, he goes, I'm afraid. He goes, get out of the car. They both have their guns on them.
You mean tasers?
No, they had full guns on them.
They're metal shooting
real,
tasers.
Bang bang bullet guns. Not bang bang bullet guns. And then he's like, I'm afraid I'm going to get out. And people go, he should have got out of the car. I'm like, I'm sorry. Let's go down the list that we just went through. Philando Castile, Trayvon, Dante yesterday, George Floyd. I'm sorry. A lot of times when black people get out of the car, they get killed.
Probably his entire life leading up to that point.
Yeah.
And like, oh, here's today's pullover.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so the guy's suing them now. One of the Gutierrez got fired in December. The other guy who, as I said, Nazi, Channing Tatum. Haha, got it.
Wait, does he look like Channing Tatum? Is that why?
You look at his face. He looks like white trash inbred Channing Tatum. We'll do it. You see in the Armageddon update. So that was bad. This guy got abused. Then the cops realized, A, he didn't break the law. Everything was a thing. He had a gun in the car, but he has a concealed carry permit. His registration was a car. Watch the last.
Well, because he's in the military, he has a concealed carry. Of course.
Yeah, watch the last part of the video because the cop's like, man, I just want you to know you don't want this reported to your base because you don't want to get discharged for this. The Mexican, wait, motherfucker, you stop me. So that's bad. It was bad, and you get it. You see how black people are treated, and we've heard it. Our friends all the time tell us. All the time they tell us like the stories, and they sit around and kind of they share stories and laugh about it. While we're just going, this happens all the time.
And yet the police departments know these cases keep happening, and then the cases keep happening. Why isn't there any sweeping over the top change? Why does this shit keep happening?
I also wondered, though, that because the climate is becoming more and more tense, to put it mildly, and because there is so much growing anger at police, if that is now because they're not changing anything, if that's now sending police out onto their shifts more hopped up. Because if you listen to the audio or watch the videos, she's hopped up from the get-go, from Dante.
The second case, Dante Wright got killed. Now this whole
she's
story,
like, I mean, why? Whoa, this
he's
is
a teenager
traffic stop
with like cool jeans on. What's the problem? He's not gonna.
So Dante Wright got stopped, air freshener, expired tags, and he had a misdemeanor warrant.
Okay, he wasn't shooting like.
Now here's what I
which
found
they
out.
did not
Guns
know
in the
until
air.
they ran his license, not his license plate, but his driver's license.
But so they used the excuse, the registration. That's why I said black people don't want reparations; they want registration. That would cover reference, so they can stop anymore because it's what cops use as an excuse. So that county, I don't know if this is the case with him, but they're 3 months behind because of COVID on people who've paid their registration on getting the registration. On top of that, the notice of appearance, of Zoom appearance, was sent to the wrong address. It wasn't even sent to his address.
Okay. Yeah.
So this kid who's getting arrested did something stupid. He jumped back in the car to go and he fought the cops off. A 26-year, people, if you guys don't know this, I know some of you don't watch the news like I do. Nobody watches the news like I do. 26-year veteran, 42-year-old woman, got out of the car. She's a training officer. She was training the police. Got out of the car while this kid's fighting. There's 3 cops on him. He ain't going anywhere. One of the cops says, I'm going to tase you. And she pulls and she goes, taser, taser, taser. Now, on the video before she shoots, you can tell that's not a taser.
Yeah.
It's a full-on Glock.
You see the butt of it?
Right. You can see everything. It doesn't look like a taser.
Also,
the weight
he
of it,
wasn't fighting them. It looks like he was trying to run.
Yes.
He dives into his car.
Yes.
And that's when this all happens so quickly. He's gotten back into his car. And I told you this, I saw a police commissioner or something comment on how officers need to be trained that sometimes they get away. And by they, I mean anyone that they may detain or stop or pull over. Sometimes they get away. They run really fast. You can't shoot them in the back. You can't, just because they're running.
We have a lot of video of
unless
that.
They're trying to shoot you, right? Like sometimes they're going to get away. You'll find them. You have their license plate and their driver's license.
There was that guy in Atlanta that actually jumped out of the car. His car was fucking there. It wasn't a stolen car. It was his car. He started running as he's 15, 20 feet from the cop. Cop puts 4 bullets in his back. Then planted a gun on him and said that he shot at him. Guy didn't have a gun. So this kid, she goes, taser, taser, taser. She's not holding a taser and she fires.
Maybe she's used to teaching what not to do. And that just kicked in.
Guys, that was a bad example. All right.
Okay, Exhibit A. This is what you don't do.
Exactly. Listen, we're going to do some field training today. I'm going to show you exactly what not to do.
When you pull out your gun, don't imagine it's a taser.
She says, you can hear her on the video. She goes, holy shit, I just shot him. Holy shit.
What, does she keep her taser
And
in the holster?
The other cop says, wow, or something like that. It's such an oddly calm sounding response. I just think that they were stunned. Like, what did she just do?
Well, the kid has enough adrenaline going. He turns his car on, closes the door, and takes off. Mm-hmm. About a mile down the road, he died, and he crashed his car to another vehicle.
I didn't think he made it that far. I thought he just floored it and ran into that.
No, he made it down the street a bit. And here's the thing. If this wasn't something that happened every fucking week, every week you kill it. And it's like, I don't understand why people are thinking, they're killing black people. No, they're killing Americans. Mm-hmm. Our police department are killing Americans. Mm-hmm. They just happen to be black all the time. There's obviously a change. But start framing it, not they're killing black people and I'm not black, so I'm not that worried. It's sad. I like these liberals. Oh, it's sad. Fucking get off your ass and do something. It was really funny last night watching the protests in, where was this? Michigan? Where was the protest?
In Minnesota.
Minnesota.
In Brooklyn.
Holy
Center.
shit. Rachel Maddow Ray and I laughed so hard. And by the way, not laughing at the protest, that needed to happen. Needs to happen.
I called you. I was laughing so hard. I called you trying to get you to turn on the news.
So the reporters out there, and there's a CNN reporter, Nikki Seidman or whatever. She got hassled. Some guy just came up and started F-bombing left and right. You media need to get the fuck out of here. You need to stop filming the looters and go film the people that are peacefully protesting. And he was a valid point. She stayed with him and hung on him. Then Rachel Maddow's on, and one of the reporters in the field, she goes, can you ask somebody what's going on with it? And this guy comes up and he just starts going, fuck the police, fuck the police, fuck the police. And he said,
no, it was the guy. He goes,
no, he said that first.
What do
then
I
he said,
the people behind him. And then he goes, what do I think? I think these bitch ass N-words should stop killing innocent black people. And the reporter's like, and cut. Rachel Maddow goes, sorry, we had to cut.
Sorry about the language, but you can tell people are kind of amped up, and it was really funny.
People are upset.
But it's valid. I just think we're on a weekly binge of killing people, and they seem to be mostly black people. And for me, again, people don't understand where this is going to go.
The ones that are killed by mass shootings are not all black.
That's true. That's true. Between the guns, but it seems
we kill plenty of white people in America.
A lot of cops aren't
too.
going on mass shootings. It seems different. Apples and oranges. We have violence problems, but sometimes it's crazy people killing everybody.
There's no problem.
That's right.
We gave the rich people a tax cut, and everyone should be happy, except for all the people that we're killing on normal traffic stops who we didn't give the tax cut to.
Yes.
We're
taking their right to vote away too.
Oh, that's right. And to have water in line while they're waiting 13 hours to vote at one voting center to cover 300 miles.
In Flint, Michigan, they can't have water. Period.
Oh, that's right. That's the other thing.
That's because it's a low-income neighborhood.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
there's no problems.
No,
we're
not
good.
in the least.
We just need to talk about gasoline, oil. We need to drill for oil, and give corporations another tax cut.
They need some help. I think they need help. They
need help.
I mean, Amazon only made 162 billion last year.
And we should make sure that Kanye gets the PPP again.
Well, we got to help. We got to make sure Exxon gets subsidies too for oil. That's
very
good
important.
For profits that they lost.
And that none of them pay taxes. It's very important.
Can we do that?
That Amazon go the entire year of 2018 and pay $0 and actually get a refund. I think that's very important. We should get right on that.
It's weird, man, because as you delve into that, doesn't that sound like corruption? You paid no taxes, then applied for a refund and got more money?
Fake news.
You actually made a profit on it?
Fake news.
Right.
Right. How did you make a profit on not paying anything?
Fake news.
How do you do that? How does one do that?
You made a profit on not paying for nothing?
Oh, you're one of them lefty liberal deep staters. Got it.
Yeah, I would like that. No, I want that. Can I please do that? Can I pay no taxes and then give me money back for not paying taxes?
Yeah, you're one of those lefty liberals that you just want to pretend to do good things for people that don't have money. I see you.
Well, that's what. But here's the thing.
Do you hear how
Yeah, but-
absolutely bankrupt their whole platform
But
is?
I was going to bring that up. Is that so Amazon they were trying to unionize the Amazon Alabama Center, and the employees voted against it. It meant against unions. And I'm like, how the fuck do you vote against your own interests?
Wait.
How did you vote
They
for
did?
Bezos?
How is that
Yeah,
po-
they
To
voted.
be fair,
come on.
it is Alabama. They might have thought they
Oh.
voted for it.
Oh, that's true. That's
We
true.
don't know how that test was administered.
Or someone
So-
went, by the way, if you have unions, that means alligators are going to be roaming the halls because the
Yeah.
union wants your alligators.
You don't
They're
want
like-
alligators.
they're like, man, I don't want no alligators when I'm trying to work. That's horrible. And not to make fun of Alabama, but
I am
they've-
because
they've-
I lived right next to it.
Yeah, they've earned it.
and-
I mean, they have earned it. As we've learned our liberal, there's a lot of, as California has learned, it's liberal bullshit, and the jokes that go to it.
liberals are super annoying.
But at least, again, as annoying as liberals are, and I've said this before, and they are. God, there's what have something.
No,
hap-
you're about to defend them. This
No.
is what he's going to see. He can't take it. He's got to defend them.
No, I'm not going to defend him.
At least they want to help people. That's what he's going to
They're
say.
annoying while they're trying to make everybody equal. They're annoying while they're saying don't kill black people. Okay, yeah, I got it. You're annoying. Yeah, Republicans in there saying, so black people got killed. So what? Second Amendment, bro.
Right. So
Just now when we were joking about what I can't yet. There's a time thing. What Republicans say and what they're for. It's real though. What is part of the current Republican platform that
They didn't have one.
is good or going to cause change or stop horrible things from happening?
save their party. That's
No, they can't do that either.
survive.
They're not trying
They're
to
just
do
trying
that
to-
at all. They're not
Like
trying.
what am I missing?
Well, so when Trump was running for president, they didn't release a platform.
I know
at the
healthcare.
convention.
We don't have a
Zero. We have
healthcare
nothing. It's
plan.
that guy. What's your platform? That guy.
We don't want to do renewable
So-
energy. We want to drill
Oil,
for
yeah.
oil.
So if we go by what happened, that's their platform, right? So their platform would be kill 500,000 Americans.
I know, but without saying it like a liberal. What?
No, I'm just saying that's what they did. Do nothing about vaccines. Do not spend any money on infrastructure
Okay.
because they didn't.
Okay.
Do not fix healthcare. Continue
Don't
to
wanna
make,
do that. I saw
continue
that.
to make sure healthcare companies and continue to make money.
Insurance. Yeah, they
Here's
love
the thing.
insurance companies.
Fuck this liberal stuff. I build hot rods. I'm not a fucking liberal. I actually just look at the facts. What are the facts? It seems.
Well, here's your opportunity to tell me. What is it? What
what is their platform?
Yeah, what is the draw? That's what I'm trying to figure out because I think sometimes I am surrounded by people that are left, and so except for my family, what is their thing now?
Well, we have people like, by the way, hit us on the contact page. Tell us, what is the Republican platform? What do Republicans believe in? I know what Democrats believe in. They believe in everybody having a good job. They believe in everybody making a decent wage so they can live. They believe in health care for everybody. And I hear that Republicans think that is, everyone wants free stuff. Well, motherfucker, I pay 36% in taxes.
Nothing's free.
I said with California tax, I pay 52% in taxes.
Just imagine if.
So it's not free shit. I'm fucking paying for this shit.
Yeah, but you are, and people with no money are. But if Bezos and Carnival Cruise Lines and ExxonMobil paid taxes as well, not just, but too, like we all do.
We can afford all of it.
Yes. If everybody paid in the same, then we could afford the things that they're calling free that actually Canada considers your tax money paying
Right.
for.
essential. Yeah.
So, and essential. Healthcare. There is nothing more essential than healthcare.
Not only that, but around the world it works. We have plans worldwide where it works.
I think
Yeah,
Republicans they'll come back with these sort of broad, kind of dog whistly,
Socialism.
or the sort of family values.
Communism. Socialism and communism. Is that what you want? Is that what you want in this country? Socialism, communism? And you know what else? Oh, okay, let's do this. Let's just build abortion clinics and let people kill babies. You want to do that? You gonna do that? You take my guns away? Well, then the government's going to come in and kill me. Fuck that. I'm going to no, I don't want any health care. I'll handle my own health care. Thank you very
Pull
much.
yourself
Can I
up
get
by
some
your
more pork
bootstraps.
rinds? Second of all, when it comes to abortion, you ain't kill no baby. In fact, I'm pro-life, so I'm going to kill you if you try to kill a baby because I'm pro-life. And
Look at all my babies.
Yeah. See, look at all these babies. That's right.
We need more babies.
Yeah, so you let all those babies come in. And no, I'm not adopting some babies. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Just don't kill yours or I'll kill you because I'm pro-life. Socialism. I don't get it.
It is a lot of dog whistles.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
that's the whole
keywords,
Code,
catchphrases that, I hear a lot since Trump, even from family members, the elite. The elite. And I'm looking at some of my family members like, bitch, you're in Valentino's. What are you talking about?
You're a multimillionaire.
Or that.
You're a multimillionaire. You
elite. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
And family values means I don't like gay people.
Yeah,
That's what that means.
That is
I
code.
don't want gay
It's
people
code.
getting married or any of that.
We should make a decoder list
Yes.
of what
That's like a
all
chart.
these things
Equals
yes.
this?
Yes.
All right, so we'll do that next week. We'll break down next week. We'll break down the entire GOP platform. And by the way, again,
GOP. You're
platform.
talking really fast.
I'm amped up.
I know.
And Democrats, again, there is a level for me where I go, guys, you got to tone it down. Healthcare got it. Let's spend some money in that infrastructure. Our shit's falling down. Let's fix it. Someone I really respect, a very talented guy. I had an appointment with yesterday. He was saying that we can't afford it, and I was like, we had a $7 trillion, like Trump spent $7 trillion and we got nothing. We got zero. We didn't get healthcare. We got the wall. They replaced 450 miles of it, and they built 53 new miles.
And like last week,
it's only 800 miles long. Go ahead.
You mentioned the jets that don't even work.
Yeah,
so we spent all that money,
$1 trillion on the F-35. They're killing it. It's over. We're not using it. It doesn't fly. It doesn't work.
So
Neither
we didn't have to buy
the
them.
Wall.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and by the way,
those people are building the wall. Meanwhile, people from Mexico are catapulting over their heads,
or just walking around.
Up, or going in between the slats.
I looked it up. Oh, that was great. The videos everyone was posting. Here's how fast we can get over this wall. 50% of all illegal immigrants came in on vacation to visit and stayed. 50%.
On a plane, you mean?
Yeah, just booked a flight.
Yes.
Again, 35,000-foot wall is a bitch. As I always say, you can't build a 35,000-foot wall and stop the planes, motherfuckers. So I don't get it. So a lot of people say,
you know what I think you need to do? I think you need to de-stress like I do. And I think that you need to start caring about the lawn like I do. I'm outside like Snow White.
It is very meditative.
I will say this. The lawn thing you're on right now, I do.
It's not a thing.
I have gone out there lately, and I do walk the lawn. And I look at gopher holes, and I dig, and I do stuff.
And you sing a song.
I bought a stepping.
He bought...
The hills are alive.
He bought...
Using this company called Sunday. We started using this company called Sunday.
He bought gassers again that he can put down the holes and gas them out. So
it's basically
that's
a
what
World
he's
War
doing.
One, basically what they used to kill Nazis with. Now we're using it for gophers.
Sunday's awesome because it comes in the mail. They do all the thinking for you. They tell you what your lawn needs. Pretty awesome. You send in a sample. That's how
Soil
detailed it is.
Not a stool sample, soil sample.
Not a stool sample.
Looks identical,
and
but
then they do your plan and ship it to you and tell you when to do it. It's pretty freaking
It's
awesome.
not even. It's even more than that. They sent us a satellite picture of our house close up. They showed us what our breakdown of our soil that they know that area has. Then they actually, in case we don't know what you guys did, please send us a soil sample. They send a soil sample. Then they send us every chemical we need. And I have a different view.
It's not a chemical.
It's not no chemical. It's all natural.
That's what's great about it.
But here's the thing. I have noticed a change in the lawn because every day you're there, so you're seeing it very incrementally get better over weeks. I go all of a sudden I'm working here, and then I go home and I'm like, holy crap!
it's different from when you left.
Dude, our lawn. Okay, when we moved in this house, our lawn was this little, barely hanging on.
Very sad.
Very on the ragged edge. It was our lawn was on a ventilator. Let's just put it that way. We started using Sunday. It's this thick. And it's dark green, and it's awesome.
Shauna, my friend, the penis cookie friend, you know Shauna, was over.
Such a weird way to describe your friend, man.
And we're not.
But also got it. Okay,
a lawn
sense of humor,
is not
and
something
also
we
likes
would
to bake.
usually talk about. Loves to bake, yes, and penises.
Right.
No, she loves to bake penises.
And so she actually said it to you. She goes, yeah, how do you get your lawn that thick and dark green? Because they have an insane house. And she's like, our grass looks like crap. And I was like, well, let me tell you what I do. I love it because it's safe for the puppies. It's all natural. You hook the things on the end of the hose thingy and spray like iron boosters or other nutrients that your lawn needs. I super duper love this company.
So they do all the work for you, basically. Just shoot this. Here's your soil. Here's your lawn. Here's what it's made of. Here's what it needs. Do it.
I actually tried to talk my sister into getting it, and she lives in an apartment. That's how good it is. She was like, I don't have
a lawn, Mark.
She has a little square of grass on her balcony for a puppy. I was like, well,
there you go.
You should try this.
Just send the whole yard in, and they'll sample it and send it back.
But it's
the
working.
Lawn will be growing over the balcony. So it takes the guesswork out of you. You grow a greener, more beautiful lawn. And it's spring. We're going into high growth season. I know that because I looked at my Sunday profile. Visit getsunday.com/Titus to get $20 off your custom lawn plan at checkout. That's $20 off your custom lawn plan at getsunday.com/Titus.
God, no BS, guys. It works.
It is
really
super
works.
gangster. Really love this
but also
company.
the ease of it. That I just love that. I don't have to go to the store and you go try another brand or try. You don't send me to Home Depot anymore to grab stuff to try.
You got to do experiments.
Here's
chemistry sets
exactly.
out there.
I'm not Bill Nye. I don't want to be in the backyard.
And I have to just throw this out there, even though the ad's over. Somebody's at our house. Their grass seed is crazy. So I was using a bunch that we got at home. You brought home from Home Depot.
Right, Scott's.
You don't really see a lot. I put the Sunday grass seed. I don't know what it is. And I mean like a few days and there were little sprouts everywhere. So I actually just went online and ordered more of that and paid for it. That's how much I like this
after
company.
we got them, I just stopped buying grass seed.
And I'm outside so excited about little baby grass hairs.
Yeah, look it over here.
I need a life. I do. I walk him around the yard and show him things. Peaches. I'm growing peaches.
If anybody has any gopher ideas, please go to the
They've all sent them in and none of them work.
Gophers we literally have some gophers that are like honestly running their own action movie. Moles and gophers. It's like the Expendables, but moles and gophers.
Someone said insect killer, like fire ant, and I tried that and it's nothing.
You need to taser them.
After I did that, they dug 3 holes. They are
really fucking with you guys.
I tried the poison in the hole. Like an hour or two later, you come back and they've taken the dirt and done this, and the poison's sitting on top of it.
They gave it
every
back.
time they give it back.
They're trying to kill the dog.
There you go, bitch.
They're like, yeah.
So now he's gassing them, but they come out smoking them. They're nothing.
They're
works.
like, thank you, man, for that, man.
There's music coming out. What happened?
I was so stressed, brother, about digging these holes, man, and now I'm give me more of that.
I need someone to come.
It's like the giant.
Oh, we had an exterminator come once, and I was like, that didn't work. He came again and baited. You guys remember a year ago, I didn't want to murder anything, and now I'm like, kill him. Twice he came, nothing. They don't care.
I just don't know where they're coming from. I mean, we have over that fence. There's that little hill, and I don't.
Maybe you're killing them, and they just procreate like really fast.
We've had babies. Our rabbits, our bunnies have had babies, and so very excited. See what I mean? I need a life. I need to get out again. I'm almost doubly vaccinated, and then I can.
Nice.
Yep. Next Friday, make sure we get this.
But
Friday.
until then, this is my life.
I'm scared of the second vaccine. Oh, this is another thing. Today they came out and they said Fauci got on TV and they said that they are going to stop the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because out of the 7 million people that got it, 6 of those had blood clotting. 6.
I don't like that you say that like it doesn't matter.
Oh, no. But I'm going to go to fill that hole in my soul. I'm going to go buy an AR-15.
You're not.
Only 600 people died last week from guns. So I just think 8 people
6 out of
had
7
blood
million?
but didn't die. 6.
But
that's different because Fauci is a doctor, and the CDC and the FDA, they can decide to pull medication, whereas to pull or to put gun regulations in place, we need Republicans. That's the problem. If we needed Republicans to fix a vaccine problem, we would be screwed too.
Well, we had that. They
would use guns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You shoot. COVID-19 can't take no bullets.
Where's that virus?
Hi, I see my truck and my guns. I'm Brian Kemp. I also shot a COVID-19 virus.
You don't see no viruses around here, huh?
Exactly.
That guy.
Just sick a dog on him.
That's another good thing is that Atlanta. So all the voting rights legislation, taking away voting rights legislation that's going through. This is really cool. Antoine Fuqua and Will Smith, they were filming this big runaway slave movie, giant. Antoine
Perfect
Fuqua's,
in Georgia.
Yeah, they're filming in Georgia, right? Yeah, and I think it was
on location. They're on location.
Yes.
Well, they wanted to really have it.
Yeah,
they wanted to get as close to
There's still
slavery.
functioning plantations there. So
You guys, that's the place. My dad is in North Georgia. That is where the street up the road is called Nickajack.
I'm sorry.
Do you know
I'm sorry,
about
what?
this?
It's on
We
the
just
side.
got
I may have talked
pulled
about
from YouTube from what you just said.
I may have talked about this before you worked here.
2 Ks.
No, Nickajack. And we actually had a guy write in that lives there and goes, I know that road. Everyone talks about that. And so I go to my
And it's
dad.
still called that?
Yes.
Right now.
There's
Today.
West and East.
2021.
Nickajack.
So somebody was like,
There's actually-
we can't spell it that way.
There's
Let's
actually-
just CK.
Yeah, exactly.
But in slang in Georgia, that is how they say it often.
Holy shit.
So I go to my dad, like, I'm
Hey.
freaked out. I pulled over. I've taken a picture of it. Like, I cannot believe. I want to leave. I'm going there in 2 weeks. I should start.
Yeah, I
a
was just
mutiny.
like, hey, assholes.
So I say to my dad, I go, Dad,
supposed to
what
post
is
it on
going
Twitter.
on? There is a West Nickajack Road. And my dad goes, well, there's an East one too. And I go, that's not the problem.
That's doubly bad.
Okay,
So there's 2 of them.
So you do get that this is crazy, right? Okay, he hasn't heard about this road before.
So you need to take some. Do you have pictures of it?
yeah, but I'm
There's
going in 2 weeks. I can get really.
Doesn't it intersect with kill black people?
Yes,
lane?
but-
Yes.
yeah, and then the police station's right here. Yeah, that's where the police.
That's where their training is.
Yes, on that.
Can
corner
you
there.
fathom that in 2021?
In the actual F.
Yes.
So Antoine Fuqua, who's an amazing director, Training Day, some other huge
Your
movies,
favorite.
and Will Smith, a small actor who's done a couple of movies.
Mm-hmm.
His last name was originally Fuck You, but he had to just, that's a little too on the nose.
Will Smith, he was in Fresh Prince. That's what he did.
Right.
Yeah.
He did some other stuff too. And they're just monster production. And you got to remember, by saying that you're going to shut down black people's voting, and you got the biggest star in the world and one of the biggest directors in the world, and they're like, yeah, we're black people. We're probably not going to be filming there. So they just pulled however many hundreds of millions of dollars out of Georgia because Georgia doesn't seem to want black people to have the right to vote. They're all talking. It's funny how the Republicans talk about rights, gun rights, these rights, right to free speech. When it comes to voting rights, wait.
But I have a question, Mr. McConnell. Isn't the same document that gives me my right to own guns the same document that affords me the right to accessible
Well, your
voting?
interpretation of the document itself would be the Constitution. The Constitution's an amazing document. But if you reinterpret the Constitution with the right-wingers we have pushed on the Supreme Court, you will see that black people are at 1.3/5 of a person.
but that was before.
And we are actually going to bring it to Brent Kavanaugh and his buddy Squee to actually make black people again 3/5 of people. Georgia is just the first salvo into that.
What was that?
Area. Every once in a while, I gotta get the air that I put loads of. Yeah, my sack comes out of my sack. My chin sack. Just every once in a while, I just have to squeeze, get it out.
So he breathes like a frog.
Exactly. Oh, if you go to attack Mitch McConnell, pufferfish. His fucking head goes.
I love that
makes
you
him so
got it.
big.
I was like, what is he doing?
When he feels threatened,
Yeah,
Mitch McConnell's chin blows
he
up.
inflates. Yeah.
I am, like I said, I'm traveling to see my dad soon and to help him because his wife is going away and they need help. And so we have this new advertiser today called SA Company. It's really cool. So what they make is face shields, but and not the plastic ones, like they're the gator ones, or you can use it as a face mask or a bandana or a hair tie.
But they're fabric face masks. They're really cool, and I like the style of them.
But it's sweat wicking. It's designed to use outside originally, like fishing, kayaking, hiking, things like that. It has
Dune buggy?
SPF protection
Driving the dune
in
buggy
it,
around?
not breathing in that dust. So they sent us some, and you got to go on their website, you guys, and check out the one. So when you pull it up, This one is called the Joker that they sent. I'll show it to
Got
you,
to see
Ken.
it. So it's not like those welding ones.
I
that people,
instantly handed it to him because it's so perfect, and that's
Oh yeah.
not wicked. Yeah. So it looks like your face, but it's an evil clown.
Skiing, dirt
terrifying.
bike riding.
We're gonna use them for snowboarding too,
definitely
because
snowboarding.
they're breathable fabric. It's got the SPF in it. Anyway, pretty awesome company. You got to go look at all the designs they have. I don't think anybody's really made super cool face masks, like shields and things like that until this.
I mean, every single one of the patterns was pretty cool on these guys. Every single one of them. I was going through them and that they sent us, and they're all pretty cool.
So they're designed to keep out sun, wind, cold, insects, dust, dirt, and moisture. It's one size fits all. You can throw them in the washing machine, and they give them a lifetime warranty, which is also super
until the
awesome.
mask mandate is up, you can put it around your thing as like a neck thing, and then just take it into a store and wear it, and you cover
I'm wearing
it. And you look,
mine
and you
on
look
the
cooler.
plane. Yeah.
You look cooler.
Do they have ones that have a beard like mine?
They have all kinds
just
of
put a
stuff.
beard
They
on a
have,
beard?
I
I didn't
love.
even think of it. What a pain in the ass. Is it a pain in the ass to have a beard and a mask?
Haven't you seen him at the shows? It's the
yeah,
dumbest
not really.
looking thing ever.
Yeah, it just goes.
His mask sits here, and his beard is
flails
here.
out.
Exactly.
So
You
they
actually
also
look like an ugly woman wearing a thong.
Is that working for you?
So you need one of these. Through their partnership with, I love this part, Operation Gratitude, they've donated over 100,000 face shields to those on the front lines of the pandemic. So for every order that you make, they donate one face shield to a first responder.
Awesome.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So you can stay protected outdoors, because right now you can get an insane deal. If you buy one, you get 4 free. I don't know how people do this. Buy one, get 4 free. That's a $150 value for $24.99, because they're each $24.99. You get 4 of those. Stupid crazy. So all you have to do is go to safishing.com/Titus to get 5 face shields for the price of 1. Plus, they give you a lifetime warranty and free returns if you're not satisfied. That's safishing.com/Titus.
I think we're going to be in masks for a little bit, for a minute.
I think
we're still.
Yeah.
We will, but also what we loved about this company when he first tried that one on was that we go snowboarding, and even after we don't have to wear a mask anymore, we can still use these. Like, I just think it's a pretty cool thing. You stay protected.
I like the thin. I like, because windburn you get even if it's a decent day. And also, instead of wearing sunscreen all the time, you get burnt. I liked having the small mask. I'll probably have a mask for a while. Also, the Japanese have been doing it forever. I think during flu season, I'll be like, eh.
That's what I was thinking about that.
And if
you know what?
Weird, I'm going to be like, yeah. I'm
you
not.
think
Remember?
about it. Did you get the flu this year? Because I
Nobody.
usually
No.
get it every year.
They said flu was down to like the lowest ever.
So maybe we should be,
Right.
especially traveling, things like that. I mean, would you wear a face mask for your meet and greet line, even after they say you don't have to wear it, if they ever say that, if you don't have to wear them?
I don't know if once I'm vaccinated.
Because you'd look super stupid, but you could not get a cold or flu.
I didn't know.
Of course
I
you
never
don't.
did.
I do.
I just don't touch my
Oh,
face.
I'll be the one that
I
looks
never touch
stupid.
my face. I never touch my face after those times I wash my hands. But then again, I think people just talking to you.
Right. I'm not. I mean,
Yeah.
I wash my
you're
hands
not
too.
you're not licking your hands. I get it. You're not shaking hands and licking your hands.
But I
get
have
it.
my
Yes.
mom's immune system, so people breathe from 8 feet away with some illness, and it's just like, I mean, I'm sick in 2 minutes.
Just hearing somebody
your
talk
immune-
about
your
it,
immune
you get a
system
cold.
is really, really powerful, but it basically takes any virus and then replicates it. Hers works backwards. Mine is like, whoa, put it.
Oh, you wanted this one? Oh, okay.
Hers is like right this way. Flu virus, come here. COVID, step this way.
I haven't been sick at all since this all started.
No.
Knock on wood. I got my first shot this Saturday.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wait, you get or got
Getting it.
this Saturday?
First shot is
They
this
lowered
Saturday.
it to 45.
What are you getting?
I think the Pfizer one.
Do you know where?
Some site
I
where
just
the
said-
drive-through.
I just said where. Oh, you get a drive-through one. I wish we had done that. We got one earlier, so we took what we could get,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at Pomona Technical College, and it's a campus. You have to walk forever.
It's not like behind a shady
now you
Applebee's
turn
somewhere.
right, then you turn left. First, you have to.
We went to that one.
Yeah. First, you have to sit
We're the
in
only ones here.
line in your car for like
haven't-
half an hour. Then you got to stand in line for. It's a really
Well, I
surreal,
didn't think it was-
futuristic movie experience.
It's very dystopian. It really is, with big lines, kind of Disney thing. You had to sit,
Or
then you
Logan's
sit-
Run.
Then you sit
Yeah,
in kind of an
whatever that
outdoor.
is.
It was in a parking garage, but you sit in a little cubicle with the lady. She was very nice, the nurse, and injected us and asked us a bunch of questions. Very dystopian.
drive-through would be the way to go.
I didn't even think about that, but you know who I feel really bad for? I really feel bad for anybody who was born in 1998. Anybody who's born after 90, because they have just lived this fucking weird life, man.
With 9/11, starting with 9/11.
Yeah. Well, first they had 3, so 9/11 happened. Everybody freaked out. They're like, "Why is everybody freaking out? I'm 3.
Yep.
What the fuck's
Yep.
going on?"
Well, then first there was the Y2K. That was the
2000.
first
Oh, that's right.
widespread
Oh, yeah.
panic. Oh, was Y2K in 2000? Was it? Oh,
Was it?
that's what it means.
Well, it was in 1999, though. No, it was in 99.
that the
Boom.
panic started. Yeah.
Yes. Prince started all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did early, like
But he
Yeah.
wanted to party, though.
like it was.
Yes.
What year did 1999 come out?
Oh, way early, 1990, 80.
No, it was in the 80s. It was 84.
84, 85.
Did I just beat you on,
I think
on
you
a
might
Prince
have, let's
84,
see.
85, yeah.
trivia?
Carrot, talk amongst yourselves,
84.
and then I'll
84,
tell you.
You say 84, I say 85.
You're both wrong. 1982.
Wow,
Wow,
it was
82?
earlier. Wow.
So it's 17
Wait.
years before.
Do you know what's really funny is that, like, at the time it came out, you think, man, that's going to be crazy. What's going to be happening in 1999?
Yeah, that's
what
so
kind
far
of
away.
Flying cars
Yeah.
and shit are we going to have? We're all going to have cyborg heads, and they're going to freeze people, and that's what they cure.
We're going to have like TVs in our pocket? Oh,
Same
wait, that's
exact same fucking thing we have now, except for we have this now anyway, which is destroyed.
Wasn't
society.
it? Rocky. Because I've seen those movies.
You can make a movie reference.
I like to bring. Yeah, I like
Wow,
to bring it
there's
up.
that movie
Hey,
reference.
it's going to be
All right.
Rocky. That's
Yeah.
okay. You got some mileage out of that.
Actually, the one. Was it 3? Originally had the dumb robot because they thought it looked
Yeah,
really
they looked
futuristic.
like Short
Then they
Circuit.
removed it
I
when
thought it
they
was- no, it was
re-released
4.
the movie.
Three was Clubber Lang.
It's the one with him at the graveside.
4 was the one where Mickey dies, and that's with
That's it.
Drago. That's 4.
That's the one. Didn't they re-release the movie without the dumb robot because it turns out it was not at all.
Sylvester Stallone did a 35-year cut of Rocky 4 because it needed to go in and be
remaster it.
Remaster
Yeah.
it. That's what it needed.
Hold
Yeah.
hold on me at graveside. Hold
classics
for
edition.
30 seconds more. Women are going to
lower
dig
camera
this. Yep.
angle. Yeah, my glasses are cool.
Lip trembling and next.
Add some more sweat.
Yeah.
So there, I made a movie reference, and it was relevant to the conversation.
But he cut the robot out of that.
Completely? No robot at all?
Well, it's a big giant. It's bigger than it's like a fucking Dodge Ram. It's like the biggest robot in the
and
world.
it's so bad. And beep boop beep boop. It's
Yeah.
like not at all what it was like later.
Kept calling Sylvester Stallone Will Robinson. It's really bad.
One of those.
Danger. What? Could we do better on the robot?
Yeah. So I made a movie reference. You just made a movie reference that I didn't know.
Paulie, I got you a robot.
What did you say? What movie?
What did I say?
Lo-
Logan's Run.
What is that?
It's a
Really bad movie where everybody wore like really in the future all women wore skirts that just barely clear their taints, like you always say, and men wear shiny outfits, right?
yeah, like
It's kinda-
shiny. Yeah, like
jumpsuits.
tinfoily jumpsuits. Most-
Jumpsuits.
Yeah,
Why
like
is it that
Adidas
always
jumpsuits.
In the future, we have the jumpsuit. We go to the jumpsuit.
in the future that women want their vagina hanging out? Why?
that's because we make the movies.
Yeah, men-
We
only
rewrote that.
men make movies.
Men's
we
I
we,
see.
we
I
write the
get it.
movies.
Oh.
Yeah. We're in charge of movies.
Let Dr. Sexy jump in on
Okay,
this one.
please do.
First of all, women don't understand their power, so men actually say, shorten that skirt up and your power will be enhanced.
Because our power
Right.
is
Mind
in our
trick.
vagina.
You don't know that?
Don't depress Ken. Why are you depressing him? Is he crying? He's crying. It's in their vagina.
Some of them.
Oh no, it's in her vagina.
And when two of them
and in her
combine,
girlfriend's.
there's an explosion.
When two combine, an explosion happens that kicks you out.
Yeah, all those futuristic movies always, the outfits are always so bad.
Yeah,
And
they
nothing-
don't date well. The ones that are set in the future, they do not. They
If
look
you're
like
not
I think
seeing, don't you see
Star
how
Trek's
the
the
tide
best,
is
I think.
turning?
Yeah.
Feminism, anti-racism. Make a futuristic movie where black people are in charge and women are wearing sweatsuits and Uggs. Then I'll believe it because it's the tide is turning, baby.
All men are like in camps unless they
no,
have
no.
abs, unless their body fat
Right.
is 6%.
Oh, and then you're in a thong. We have you in a thong.
Listen, it wasn't a great movie. It was okay. John Travolta did a movie years ago where he played. Where it was they flipped it. That all white people were oppressed, and they just flipped it. And he was and all the black people ran all the businesses, and they ran everything. And he had to get his kid, and he takes his kid to a toy store, and the kid wants the black doll. And the kid's a white kid, and he's like, "No, get the white one." He's like, "No, I want that one. That's the one." And it was, I remember it was unsettling. Movie didn't do well because white people had to face some shit they didn't want to face.
Yeah.
But it was
Like right now.
yeah. If it
Right.
came out right now, I think it'd be a good movie.
That's all the resistance.
By the way, if there's
living
any
in.
multi-million-dollar investors out there that want to invest in a movie, I've written a movie called Curly and Moe that is handles the situation and would solve racism and fix the country. Anyway, if you want to invest and make a lot of money, just call me.
They're not listening.
I know.
They're working. They're busy.
Oh no, millionaires don't work.
What?
They don't work. They used to work, then they became millionaires. Now people work for them.
Billionaires, you mean? Because millionaires work.
and they make
By
money
the way,
off the tax system.
even better.
That's
even
how they earn their
better,
money.
Even better, billionaires. Just call me
Call me too.
I could use a phone
because
call.
all her power is in her vagina.
I don't have a lot of brain, but I got a vagina.
got a
That's
lot of
every
brain.
man's favorite sentence.
No, up until yes.
Well, our
Until you-
brains are in our penis,
No,
so
until you hit 42, and then you're like, God, she's got to shut the fuck up. That's the dumbest. That's the dumbest.
Man, do I look back and think I see girls at an age where I thought I was very like, together.
Worldly.
And now it's like, oh God, please, no, I don't ever want to go back to that age.
Well, how about men at 22?
Although I
25?
feel like Shauna and I were a lot like that when you came home on Friday.
When you guys get together, though, it's
you're immediately in your 20s.
Oh, it wasn't
No.
20s.
Oh, it was
14.
teens.
We were 14
Oh, yeah.
years old. We didn't make penis cookies. Okay.
Oh, right,
Did
right.
Yeah, we had fun conversation. No, you guys were really fun. You guys, when I came home, you guys were happy.
I
sat at the table and listened. And
we
it was
started drinking at 11 a.m.
It was her birthday. It was a very interesting conversation, I thought, and I got to be part of it.
Wait,
Hey,
whose birthday? Did I miss
Shauna.
your birthday? Oh,
No,
okay.
her. Sean.
Well, happy
Shauna's-
birthday, Shauna.
Happy birthday, Shauna.
Oh, you won't miss Rick's
He
birthday,
came
so I'll let you
home
know.
and I have this thing from Practical Magic where I put on lime in the coconut
Uh-huh.
and we have our drinks and we conga line around the kitchen island. I used to do it with my mom and now Shauna and I were doing that when he came home. He joined in. Actually. Oh, I'm on the Whiskey Women podcast again coming up. Speaking of that, because I told the girl who was awesome, Britt, who owns, her whole family owns Willett Distilleries. So I was on with her. She was really cool.
She's a character from Django Unchained.
She was awesome.
She's a character.
She invited me for a slumber party now in Kentucky. But I told her about the Kitchen Island thing and she goes, please tell me he came home and saw that. And I said, oh, he did. And she goes, what did he do? And I said, he joined in and she was like, I love him. That's why I was asking. If he didn't, girl, you need to get rid of him. And I was like, well, it's too late. But he joined in. So you passed.
It's not too late. She tries to get rid of me every 3 months.
Once
be
a
sure to-
month.
Well, it seems like you actually get the troops going every 3 months. Yes, you suggest it every month.
Mobilize the troops.
Yeah, exactly. I just come home. And, why is everything cold? Something's freezing. What's going on?
I've still been cooking a lot. I'm kind of tired of cooking. You cooked last night, but when you get tired of cooking, what can you do?
Man, when you get tired of cooking, you can starve or
Put the lime in the coconut?
or
Okay.
HelloFresh.
Oh.
HelloFresh. Especially if
Yes.
you've been home for a year and 2 months and you are so freaking sick and tired of trying to think of what to make. Don't you get sick of that with Wyatt, or do you just do the same thing?
Same thing, because that's all he eats.
macaroni and
he's
cheese.
But
that
I'm tired
age,
of that,
though.
too.
Macaroni and
Pizza?
chopped up hot dogs.
Not
Mac
even
and cheese.
not even mac and cheese.
No
No?
way.
Maybe just mac.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'll just have the pasta. HelloFresh can solve all of that for you. I love it. You get over 25 recipes that you can choose from every week. You go, you select. It's seasonal. It's delivered right to your door. You don't have to go to the grocery store. They make home cooking easy. They give you these giant recipe cards that I then keep, and then I remake their stuff. I've remade that panko chicken several times.
Everything we got, every time we go to these guys, every single time, I am stunned at how good it is.
I am too.
And all the ingredients are there. Like last night when I made the Chilean sea bass, I had to go search for everything. I had to figure it out, pull up the recipe, do it. This stuff just shows up, boom, and you go, oh, open it. Oh, it's already right there. Boom, done.
It's
good food
portioned for you.
Excuse my language, but effing tasty.
Yeah,
damn.
really. Surprisingly, like you'll look at the recipes, the names of them, and be like, oh, that can't, okay. And then you'll eat it, and it's like, holy shit.
It's called like shoelace pasta. You're like, wait.
I've said this every time. Is there more of that?
Yeah, so if, just take our word for it, if there's 2 of you, get the 4 people, because you will be sorry that you don't have leftovers. This food is that good. We promise you that. So all you have to do is go to hellofresh.com/Titus12. That's Titus 12, and use code Titus12 for 12 free meals. That's insane, including free shipping. So you don't pay to ship it. You get 12 free meals by going to hellofresh.com/Titus12 and using promo code Titus12. I did this. I actually, after the last time I read this and I was like, that's crazy. I went and did this and it actually does work. I kept thinking it's a typo. It can't be that, but it actually does work. So it's America's #1 meal kit. There's a reason why. Trust us. And if you do some, tell us which ones you like, so then we can pick those.
So when we got this, I'm always skeptical about new advertisers, always. And because you think, well, how can it possibly be prepackaged and be this good? Because they send it to you fresh, and you do have to, you put it together, but that it's already done means the consistency's there. You never cook something and go, oh, this doesn't taste right. It's always perfect. That's what I like about it.
You're skeptical of everything at first.
Hi, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I was raised by my parents. Yes, I'm skeptical.
By the
Hylinder?
way, let me.
I'm beyond skeptical. I'm like in denial.
Let me just throw this out there really quick.
We're skeptically in denial.
Just about HelloFresh really quick, that you can choose. There's vegetarian meals, there's craft burgers, there's extra special gourmet. You can kind of control however you're eating. I just wanted you guys to know that. Skeptical.
We're going to catch up on all these ads.
I told him today, never. I told him today, I said, I just made, so my sister's coming this Saturday, the day after we have the vaccine, the second shot. And then I'm throwing a shower for the next Wednesday night, and then her soon-to-be husband's birthday, his 60th, is coming up. So I told him today, I said, I just made a reservation at Maestro's at this restaurant for April 23rd. And he goes, oh shit, like that fast, that's your instant. And I go, it's 2 weeks away. It's not even coming
Is it 2 weeks
up.
away? No, it's not less than
This
2
is
weeks
what
away.
you did today in bed. You were like, is it 2 weeks? Because if it's not 2 weeks, then I won't stress yet. But I was like, but that's his instant reaction is skepticism.
It's 11
I thought it was because it was the night before the 24th show.
It's
So
11,
we did-
It's not 2. You keep saying, you said this. She goes, say it's almost 3 weeks away. It's 11 days away.
2 weeks.
11 days.
Close to 2 weeks.
11 days.
Since when did you become the stickler and I'm the one rounding up?
Because since you wanted something in your time frame.
It's 11 days.
Since you wanted to change
it's
it.
a week and a half plus a day.
Oh my God.
Okay. So let's
that's a
talk
lot of-
about
Except
that.
it's 2:00 now. So we're
Oh, good
actually.
point. So let's add an extra day. So it's
No, take it away.
take
no,
it away.
well,
Days.
take it
So
away.
added a
We haven't
day
mentioned
to
this.
take away.
Do you see how, like, you know what you are? You in our
Yes.
relationship, you're the Republican. You just whatever works for you. You're like, no, I'm making what?
I think everyone that watches and listens to this would beg to differ about who decides what they want and will not bend. I think we all know. I think we did a sketch show with you 2 weeks ago.
Oh wait do you see my mood as this show comes closer? As
So
I'm
let's
writing
talk about this. I
material?
want to say this really quickly. So Titus has a new material show coming up. It is on April 24th, Saturday night, 7:00 Pacific is live. It's going to be available for 48 hours. You can get tickets for that, only $10 at Titus 10, that's 10.eventbrite.com or Combustion Live. Why do we say Titus 10? Ken?
Dun, dun, dun.
Because it's his 10th comedy special.
10 comedy
Maybe
specials.
we should call it X. Just call it X. Like,
yeah.
Titus
Roman
X.
numeral.
You're like Malcolm, but not.
but not at all.
So
In a world.
$10 for the tickets. We are doing another happy hour just because we kind of love doing those. It's like having a party with our friends and drinking and having a reason to drink. My sister might be here. So go to combustionlive.com. Is that up on Combustion
It
Live?
will be by the time this comes up. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So-
combustionlive.com or
I didn't
titus10.eventbrite.com.
realize, because I'm writing it now, but I didn't realize how many bits I'd listed. There's like 15 bits.
Is that the notepad that you started on last year when you went to the dentist? Because you
Yeah.
started a long time ago.
The bits are called Dentist Epiphany, Zero Fucks, White Supremacy, COVID Changed the Relationship. We're all the same, and I proved that with the bone graft I got from my dentist. Then I have Why Are You Republican, which we're kind of covering. QAnon and the History of Conspiracies I'll be doing. Science versus Feelings I'm doing a bit called that. And there's just a joke.
I'm really worried about how COVID changes your relationship bit.
No, COVID's
Ow.
changed like a relationship. Actually,
Oh,
COVID,
like a...
COVID. At the beginning, I remember when it happened, we were like, "Oh, a couple months off. Oh, it's gonna be
Right.
cool. We haven't had any months off.
Right.
It's gonna be great." There was
So like a big snow day for
there
everybody.
was a romance period. There was
Got it.
a puppy love period with COVID.
Yeah.
and then it just
And then a year went by.
and we're like, I don't want to fuck you anymore, COVID. This is tired. I want to get back to my life.
And then a lot of people
I
died.
really
COVID,
still
you
like
just started
COVID.
controlling me. Fuck you, COVID.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I'm still really happy with my relationship.
Me too.
With COVID.
Are you?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
no,
it.
I want to get back.
I know you're going crazy. I'm not happy with your relationship.
I'm not going
with
crazy.
COVID.
I'm not going crazy. I don't like the ability to not do what I want to do comedically. I love the audience. I love to
does.
see them. I love to talk to
does.
them. I like to bout with them. I like to make them laugh. I don't have any self-worth, and they are my self-worth.
As
So
my
I need to
mom-
get back to it.
Right,
Hey,
As my mom
as a
used to
performer.
say when he would be stressed, he needs to go get on stage and have a bunch of people clap and laugh at him.
Right.
And he would, and then he'd be fine. Whatever stress and anger he'd be carrying around, we would do a show, and then you would just be totally decompressed after that show.
That's the only stress relief skill that we have.
Yeah.
So,
Performance.
oops.
Yeah, we were all raised. So him and I specifically were raised so kind of brutally that it's like people like us. Oh fuck, this
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, oh, is that what
Like,
love feels like? Oh, okay.
It's a room full of people looking at me and they're
smiling.
smiling. Oh, I've never had this. Oh yeah, you think I'm making a joke? This not. Making,
I got a Peloton. That's you
Oh
guys-
my god!
that's stress.
And
really.
now a new chapter in White Lady Sentences.
I got a Peloton. My best friend, Mahogany, who's not white,
Right.
she is a beautiful black woman. She has one, and so we did 2 rides together yesterday.
And
This
now
is a
another
beautiful
chapter
woman
in
sentence.
another chapter in Rich Beautiful Women.
No, she's not. We're not. No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's awesome. Love it. Love Peloton. I'm
Yeah.
having so much fun.
Yeah.
I just
Did you
wanted
do
to
it
throw
today?
that in there. No,
Not yet. No.
I left before you did.
Oh, that's true. I rode the bike last night.
Is that the one with the mirror on it? Or is that the other
That's
thing?
the mirror.
That's just
That's
called the mirror?
actually
Yeah, it's
called
actually
the
called the
mirror.
mirror.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Peloton is at the screen.
It's the bike.
where you're actually on the bike, and there's a guy, and you're connected.
You're
to
in the
wire net
class
to
bike.
a class.
God, it's
You
a
guys
little
go,
screw- okay.
Let's rock and roll this, or let's rock and roll this.
I love him. He's my favorite.
Yeah, that guy, Cody.
Cody. He's awesome. He does a lot of snapping, and we listen to a lot. He loves Backstreet
Fortune
Boys.
Feimster needs to put a character in the Peloton.
Oh,
She
what's her name?
please needs to do that. Who,
Get on your
bike.
Gosh dang it!
Gosh dang it! What's her? Shoot! It's
Not
one
that
of
needs
it,
to be-
it is one of her characters.
Yeah.
The spin Deb.
Deb.
Deb,
Yeah.
the spin bike instructor. She puts her on Instagram sometimes. Brenda and Deb both. Yeah. So you are going to get back to work. You're going to do this show on the 24th, and then you have Oakland coming up on May 1st and 2nd. That's at Nito's backyard.
Nito's backyard, and guys,
2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday.
shows that Saturday are selling really
They're
hard.
almost gone.
And then on Sunday's always better for me because there's more Saturday's always this thing, showtime, get it done. Fuck. Sunday is fun, man. Sunday you get to have more fun and get to play more, even when you perform, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And so get those tickets for Sunday too, guys.
So let me just go over this because this is the first time in over a year that we've been able to talk about tour dates.
Like an actual in-person show.
Gosh.
With an all-new show. Come watch me fumble through new material.
May 1st and 2nd. Nito's Backyard in Oakland. And then the very next weekend, Pittsburgh Improv. And then May 14th, the Courtyard in San Diego. That's another outdoor show only on May 14th, San Diego Courtyard. These are all on ChristopherTitus.com. And then on May 16th, the EOS Lounge in Santa Barbara, only May 16th. And then May 21st, Miracle Springs Resort and Spa in Desert Hot Springs, California. So you're kind of doing a whole California tour.
Good, because the airlines have actually screwed us so bad on flights now. Airlines decided, well, no one flew for a year, so now we're going to basically charge.
So everybody who's
10
going to fly
times.
now has to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're paying for the year.
It's really crazy. Anyway, are you excited about that?
Shows?
And can you can't do meet and greets for a long time.
So here's the thing with me is I did comedy almost every night, 5 to 6 times a week since I was 19. This is the first time in my life that I had kind of a year to regroup. We did these shows at the Combustion Lounge, which were great. And by the way, can I thank you guys again, all you people that came to the Combustion Lounge shows and you signed up and you watched the line and then we did the meet and greets after. Thank you so much. You guys kept us going and I hope we helped you guys. And Hylinder, man, and for the Armageddon updates. Dude, these have gotten, do you know how many letters? Ask Ray, how many emails we get? You guys, you three are just keeping it going. Thanks to these Armageddon updates.
Awesome.
Make me sane. Every time I start to feel
Sanity
crazy.
in a really insane
Yeah.
year.
Every time I feel crazy, I guess we'll get our new Armageddon update. I go, oh, okay, I feel better.
Yeah.
So
yes. Thanks, everybody.
We didn't change your shit, but we made you laugh about the shit we couldn't change. That's the best we could do. But yeah, I'm a little. I have to be honest. It's the first time in a very long time I've had nerves about shows.
And Christopher Titus? Is that how you?
No,
Best
we
open
Titus.
micer.
yeah.
Mr. Titus.
Titus?
So we're going to do a first come, first serve. If you are vaccinated and you're in Los Angeles or around and you want to come to the show, my breaking new material night on the 24th, hit us on the ChristopherTitus.com page and first come, first serve.
We should bring, for those air pollutants of people in here breathing, we should bring our molecule here.
Yes, we do that. We definitely do that. That thing is amazing. I cannot believe that thing is So we've had a molecule that we've been running constantly for 2.5 years now, pretty much. Yeah, because we moved. We got it at La Ramba. We lived at La Ramba for a year. We had our house for a year and 2 months. It's almost 2.5 years. This thing doesn't turn off.
No.
And
you can control it with your phone. And I've got it on smart settings so that as it detects that it needs the boost, then it naturally raises to the boost. But otherwise, you don't hear it. It's
And you haven't had to replace any parts?
No.
Nothing.
It just keeps running.
You just change the filters, which is disgusting when you see what's in there.
The filter. See this table? How black this is? It's even more black.
Yeah.
There could be none more black than this. It goes whatever comes out of it. It's weird because you don't realize what you're breathing in.
But does it go to 11?
It does.
It does.
Is this a movie reference?
Molecules go to 11. Yes, Spinal Tap movie reference. I tried to get you to watch it one night. You didn't like it. You went to sleep. Yes.
How dare you?
I don't. Right?
How dare you?
I don't understand. Does someone ever do a stand-up Spinal Tap? With all the clubs, someone should do a stand-up Spinal Tap, like about stand-up comedy. They tried to do one with Tom Hanks years ago, but it wasn't that great. But a Spinal Tap version
of comedians.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jotting it down. I'm on it. I'm writing it. No one else tried to write it. I'm on it.
Steer. Molecule uses PICO technology, photoelectrochemical oxidation. And the difference with that versus HEPA filters is that instead of just collecting crap on a filter, it actually destroys these harmful pollutants that are in the air.
It zaps it, right?
Yeah. So well, I don't know if that's the scientific term, but
I'm pretty sure it is.
It destroys the widest range of pollutants compared to other ones. It includes viruses, bacteria, mold, allergens, and chemicals that are in the air. Your house is full of chemicals. You need this.
I didn't think about that. That probably, because we have it in our bedroom, we run it all the time. I'll bet you that helped to some degree with anything we brought into the house.
So we have the Molecule Air, which is up to 600 feet. That's the big one we have. Molecule Air Mini is rooms up to 250 square feet. Molecule Air Mini Plus protects small rooms with a particle sensor, and it has auto protect mode, which we have that adjusts the fan speed based on its sensor. Molecule Air Pro 1,000 square feet rooms up to. And then the one that I've talked about, Molecule Air Pro RX, which is the one that got the 510K Class 2 medical device clearance that they're using in hospitals now.
Yeah, this one actually has a robot arm that will actually replace your kidney. No?
No.
That's the one with 3 camera lenses on it now?
No.
It senses. Remember Star Wars when they put the brrr on that Star Trek?
Yeah,
They would actually,
yep.
it's brrr. Yeah, you have a tumor.
You're-
That's how good this
We're
one
going to get that out of there. Zoop.
So this thing deals with global air pollution too, which I don't know if you know, and if you don't want to be scared and not sleep at night, if you don't have a molecule, don't look it up. But it's crazy. Yeah. And the amount of things in your house chemically that are gassing off, it's crazy.
One of the best, we've had a lot of advertisers, and honestly, I as a guy who likes machines, it's stunning how reliable and how long this thing is. It just doesn't stop.
Well, the great thing about this too is it gives you an extra layer of virus protection during COVID. So they've tested that. I like having the extra layer all day.
Me too.
Give me the vaccine.
Also
give me
takes
the
away the
molecule.
excuse of you avoiding me, so I can go, no, you're fine. I don't have a virus. The molecule took care of it.
So it helps your relationship. Molecule can
Come
help your
here.
relationship.
Come here.
You're not allergic to
Need
me.
an extra layer of protection. Oh, we have it.
This
Take off that
talking
layer.
point says molecule destroys airborne pollutants on a molecular level. How? Science. And I just thought Republicans are like, nope, no. Science, no to molecule.
By the way, that's another thing. When did science become a bad word? Science doesn't know. Trump said
Trump,
it. Science
yeah.
doesn't
Look at
know.
the amazing
I don't
things
think-
that science has done.
I don't think science knows. Yeah, we've got how many people vaccinated now in like 80 days?
Everything that you touch has science in it.
Yeah, science.
Exactly. This thing is destroying things, pollutants in the air. I like science. Anyway, it helps my allergies too. When I don't have it, when I sleep somewhere else, man, do I notice that. For a limited time, you can save up to $120 on Molecule air purifiers by visiting molecule.com. That's MOLEKULE.com and use promo code Titus120. You get free shipping and a 30-day at-home trial on your order. That's code Titus120 at molecule.com. That's crazy.
We're all cut up in ads now, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Well, good. I like being caught up on ads.
Sure there's not another one?
I just want to say that they don't claim anything about allergies, but that is something that I personally have noticed. You would notice.
Do you know what was really weird is that when it got cooler in LA, remember when we cracked the door? We cracked the door in her bedroom.
Yes.
And then she starts going, "Oh, my allergies are bad."
I would wake up with the
right.
worst
and,
headache.
and I finally go, "Yeah, the door's open now."
Yeah. Yeah, outside is in now.
Can't clean the earth. The molecule's good.
They're working on it.
Can't clean the earth.
I don't know if I'd be interested to see other people tell me if it helped yours, because it certainly has helped mine. Anyway, I love this company too.
What do we do about? I don't understand. I see people protesting. Here's what happens. I want to get back to this because we talked about it. A black guy gets shot, and we see the video, and we realize that's fucking heinous. Like what just happened is vile, unfair, unjust. Then people protest. The next narrative is they protested, and a bunch of people ripped off a store, and that it seems to we never get anywhere forward because it negates. The right-wing media just negates anything that happened. I've never heard anybody, Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, anybody go, it's wrong that black people keep getting shot in the back. You know?
Because they don't want change. They don't want things to change.
But what
Tucker
is
Carlson
that?
said
Why
it.
can't some of them just go, this is not okay?
These are Americans too. Yeah, these are
Right.
Americans
What
too.
is that trigger response that is like instant? That white people. Oh man, if someone throws another, how many white people are killed by cops? Response to me.
Tucker Carlson came and said this thing about white replacement theory. He goes,
Yeah.
white replacement theory. He goes, that's why we need to change the voting list. And then one of the big newspapers, National Review, whatever, came out and goes, you don't want everybody to vote. You want quality people voting. Oh, wow.
Oh, another
Wow.
dog whistle. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm, that's code. Put that on the list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chaplain just jumped up.
But they said, but they Chaplin's here. That's the other one. But they said,
the baby.
but here's the thing. Like, here's what's bothering me. It used to be racism before Trump was a little bit more kind of hidden. And now, like, Tucker Carlson just came out and said that. He came out and go, white replacement theory, man. He basically said we're losing our spot as white people. What are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you fucking talking about? Which means that there's a whole, and it's not half the country because it's half the country. No, it's not. Assholes are about redneck right wing assholes are about 9%. People that are racist are about 9%. I've toured this country for 30 years. It's about 9% of people. Those people, though, seem to be more vocal. Those people seem to donate a lot more money that Trump continues to rip them off for again.
Well, then, and also when people throw those stats at you of how many white people were killed it's
Okay, forget it. Okay, that's a separate issue. How about we do with this issue? That could be.
And those white people were not killed during routine traffic stops or while running away or while pleading for their life and calling out to their mother. That's the difference. Those white people were probably had to pull a gun and then charge at the officer and then go, no, really, I'm about to shoot you.
They had to
pull your gun.
They had to kill a whole bunch of group of people with the gun in hand.
And even then, look at how many mass shooters that are white that we take into custody
Calmly,
and that live to see their trial. And that's the difference.
There's a ton of videos online of white guys flipping out on cops, fist fighting with police, and the cops finally cuff them.
And they're just like, sir.
A white guy fights with the cops, jumps up, gets in the cruiser and drives off. They didn't shoot him. They didn't pull their guns as he was driving away. It's amazing to me. Like, so what is the narrative in police stations or police? Because, by the way, there's a lot of police out there that are trying to do the right job. But I put this on Twitter to you guys that are out there doing the job right with a reasonable force and doing with integrity. Thank you. Can you help us get rid of the fools? And some guy said, I'm the son of a police officer, and the good cops that will turn into bad cops get ostracized. People like he told me these horror stories. Like there was a cop.
That's that blue wall.
Yeah, the blue wall, and they pissed in his locker. They just made his life a living hell. And I said, that's what fucking mobsters and gangsters do. You know, so are cops? I mean, are cops just? I hate to say that, but are cops just fucking gangsters? Like, is
Not
it just,
all of anybody is anything.
Did you know that here in LA there is a gang within the LAPD? It's proven. It was on the news.
Oh,
so yes, they are
Rampart guys, right?
And I don't know if it was in Rampart. It was in East.
I know, but
East
not
LA.
all cops.
No, of course not. Of course not.
But I think but no cops, because of that blue wall, cops that really see a problem can't bring it up because their lives are fucked.
There's a gang mentality in it.
Yeah, they can't. They can't go, this is wrong. Because they go, it's wrong. What are you gonna do about it? You know.
Well, you remember my brother even.
Right.
He's federal, and now is somewhere else. But he stood up about something, and man, did they just make his life a living hell for the next 3 years.
They made
because
sure
he refused to lie and sign off on stuff.
They made sure his bullet. He got basically. He's my size, and he got the bulletproof vest of a child.
Yeah.
And they were like,
so there were huge gaps down the
Holy
side.
shit.
It took him 13 months
to get one that fit him.
and he had to go all the way to the top to the union leader. It took him 13 months to fight it.
So they're saying, don't speak up or we're going to let you get killed.
No. Lie.
Oh,
Sign
lie.
off
Right.
on this
No, they
and
wanted
pretend that you taught this class to these guys that they don't want to take. Lie and say that they passed it and you'll be one about. Yeah, they made his life a living hell. Are we disturbing you?
No, I'm
Twitter?
looking up lifetime risk of being killed by race. Okay, so
Anyway,
lifetime.
this podcast has gone on and on.
Are we interrupting your break?
I just want to say,
I thought you gave a middle finger. I thought you were like,
no. Lifetime risk of being killed by police, by race, African American. Look at the difference. That's African American, lifetime killed by cops. Latino. This is American Indian. Let's see. This is white, and this is Asian. Of course, that they didn't. I don't think they took into account
what just happened.
the whole But
you gotta update that.
So the only people less apt to be killed by cops than white people are tiny Asian people.
Why do they have to be tiny?
There's exceptions to the rule, but most of them are kind of tiny.
Because the people shooting need better aim. Because
There are very tall Asian people.
There are.
I think we should end here. I do just want to tell you
But I just
really
want-
quickly
the stats are the
that a
stats.
New York parent has sought the government's approval to marry their own adult child. So if you're feeling like the world is falling apart,
I'm sorry.
you're
Say
right.
it again. Say it again. I just what?
what court? Where?
Incest is a third-degree felony under New York law, so this parent has sought government approval in writing to...
Woody Allen already did this.
Right.
Yeah, this
It's
is,
on,
there's
it's
a
on HBO,
precedent
isn't
in
it?
this case.
Yeah.
In the paperwork, they didn't have to reveal their name, but or their who
New
they
York
are.
versus
I want to
Pharaoh.
see. They said they called it a matter of quote individual autonomy. They said they
sounds like
seek
a
to remain
Republican.
anonymous because the request is a quote action that a large segment of society views as morally, socially, and biologically repugnant.
Wait,
That's in the court
Wants to
document.
marry his
A
own.
large section of the
Wants
population.
to marry their own
Adult child.
biological child.
Yes. Here's
I'm
this
just
was
almost
filed on
vomited.
We're shooting the wrong people.
I just almost right.
Jesus.
Cops, can you get on this? Like anybody who wants to like marry their own kid, like, could we please? That should be a question. Did you have drinks tonight? No. Do you have your paperwork? Can I see your registration? Do you want to fuck your kid?
Yeah.
And then
Do you want to marry your child?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
said-
marry.
Committed.
What a nice way to say that.
in the paperwork, through the enduring bond of marriage, two persons, whatever relationship they might otherwise have with one another, can find a greater level of expression, intimacy, and spirituality.
Did they okay this?
It hasn't been resolved yet.
Why is this even? Why were they not laughed out of? How dare you? They should be locked up immediately.
Isn't
They
Isn't that
said
illegal?
That they won't
How's that not illegal?
procreate. Thank God. Thank you for that. You're not going to have a kid with your kid? Oh,
You're not going to
thank
make
you.
like frisbee faced children? No. Good job. Flipper armed frisbee faced kids? You're not going to have that? Okay. All right. Let's talk about this.
I don't know why you just said that off the mic. As often as people complain about your mic technique, that little
All right, let me say
frisbee
it again. So you're gonna have frisbee-faced, flipper-armed children. You're not doing that, okay? Well, we'll reconsider it. You psychopath.
Okay.
What?
Thank you. Frisbee face is my new favorite.
Frisbee faced.
Because I know exactly what you're talking. It says big foreheads. No offense, but it says really big. No offense to me.
Not
either.
just foreheads.
It's
By
like
the way,
this
you
wide,
and I don't need to be
You
talking
know what you
about.
call it? Moon face.
Yeah. Well, you can see, because I have some people that were at one point in my family that you can see there was somebody's cousin was not far enough removed.
It wasn't your biological
No,
family.
it
Right.
was not. It was someone I was.
And you still married her
That's the-
anyway.
That's the official.
I could save her.
The
I'll save
evidence
her.
was right there.
I'll save her, like you did with me.
No, I
Yeah.
have not
Do you
done
take
anything.
this
I've made
more?
no progress with you whatsoever.
That's wrong. That's not true. I'm better.
You are. He made me dinner last night. He made me Chilean sea bass. And when the living room was filled with smoke,
It was.
That wasn't like a season. That wasn't
it
like one
was
of those.
the best sea bass I've ever
fajitas.
had. Best
But-
fish probably ever.
So the fan we have in our house, the vent fan over the stove, I guess it.
You need to
has-
wear your glasses.
It's not just on or off.
Oh, you don't have a molecule above
It
your
has a bunch
oven?
it has a bunch of like settings, and so I guess I hit the lowest setting.
No, you hit light.
Oh, I hit the, yeah.
No.
Seems awful quiet.
He kept telling me
I go,
the fan is on.
This is awesome. And then I look up. I'm doing something. I look over and I can see her. It's like basically it looks like a Gorton's Fisherman commercial. I just
like an 80s rock video.
Do you want to eat? Ahoy!
I've started calling him and saying ahoy. That's my new greeting, and it makes him laugh every time.
And I
But
say,
think-
fair winds to you.
I think we went through hello. We did that for a year, and now it's ahoy.
Fair winds to you. That's our greeting now.
Again, we
we're
need
bored. We've been together
something to
15
do.
years. We're bored now, I think. Guys, do me a favor. Go to Eventbrite. Go to ChristopherTitus.com. Get the link for the new show on the 24th. I'm breaking in all this new material. This one's going to be a lot more like Neverlution, I think, about what's going on socially with our country. It's not going to be specifically political. I am going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to talk about the Republican thing. I'm just going to break down why would you vote Republican. So if you're Republican, you may not want to see it. And if you don't want to see it, maybe you can give me the answers. That being said, I'm going to annihilate some things that I'm tired of in our society, white supremacy. Again, I'll say this. This is one of the jokes. You're the supreme race. Shouldn't the supreme race be able to deal with the sun, the thing that powers the entire planet, do you think you'd be able to handle that better than most instead of having to hide under a layer of 1000 SPF wearing a cape
And
a
a swim
hat?
shirt.
Yeah, and a swim shirt. Not really the supreme race. So I'm gonna be kind of going after it. I would say this one, I always set the bar at Carlin. I always set the bar. I will try my best. So on the 24th, I'll be doing that. And then or on the road doing our shows again. If you want to get any DVDs or anything signed, box sets, whatever, go to ChristopherTitus.com. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Christopher Titus TV. We have all the videos of Ray. And by the way, we're going to have Hylinder. I wrote a song and Hylinder did the music. You did a great job on that song.
Thank you very much.
That'll be up ASAP. And do you want to say anything about what you're doing?
No, but I think that you should put the song up and then do the video later, because saying you need to do a video, it's going to take forever. I think you guys should put that song up
He said he wants to put it on iTunes, though.
and then do a video for it after people are already listening to it and they want to see the video.
Do you have cover art?
Mm-hmm.
We have cover art, so we'll put it up on iTunes.
I like it.
It's called Wear a Mask. It's really good. It's Beatle-esque. It's a trip what you did with it. All right, and we're also going to be putting up. You'll be able to go to Vimeo or VHX and get our special. We're actually re-editing our
The sketch
show.
show.
We've already made a list of new sketches. We will be doing another sketch show in the future. Not that long from now. We just don't know the date yet. But thank you guys for listening. Thanks
But
for
we're gonna
watching.
take time to do it, Ken.
Okay.
We're not going to do it all in
We
one
don't have to
week.
take
We're not doing it
time.
in
We just
4
need
days.
some time.
Sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah, 2 weeks. We do a week of sketches, a week of editing, and then we do the show. Not 4 days of
Of all of it.
Yeah, all of it. I'm at home at midnight. I was editing.
No, you edited one morning until 6 a.m. because you came in and woke me up and the sun was up.
Yeah, that was
So let's
That-
not do that.
that was bitch relax. But we have some of the funny sketches. Those are some of the funny sketches. We came with a great one about the.
Don't give it away.
Okay.
Don't give it away.
All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For myself, the lovely Bombshell Ray, and the Hylinder. Later.
Peace out. I think you should do nursery rhyme song.
There can be only one. There can be only one. Highlander. There can be only one. There can be only one on the Titus Podcast. Highlander. Bombshell Ray.
And
Titus
gonna scream every day.
Do, 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 do.